week two. Week 2 of the NFL season. I ended up going 10-6. Let me recap some of the games. Um, I won every game. If you go down the list on ESPN.com, I won every game up until Miami, Indianapolis. Miami ended up beating Indianapolis. I wasn't not really surprised there. Miami's a good team. I think that might even be a possible playoff matchup if if my predictions hold. And Indianapolis just got Trent Richardson, so I mean it's going to be interesting to see how Indy does in the AFC South or North, whatever division. I get those two divisions mixed up. But anyways, I lost that one. I lost Kansas City, Dallas. Kansas City, they're impressing the hell out of me. They're 2-0, so I mean they won that one. I lost San Diego, Philly. That was a close game. Um, Arizona, Detroit. I should have picked Arizona, but Detroit seemed like the better pick. And then I lost. I'm 0-5 in the Sunday night games, the Sunday/Monday games. Yeah, because I lost Seattle, San Francisco. I'm always gonna pick San Francisco, but Seattle's a good team. Can't take it away from them. And then I wanted to go upset there, pick Pittsburgh. Cincinnati ended up winning. Cincinnati. A lot of people were picking them to win their division. So who knows? So yeah, going to tonight's game, we got Andy Reid coming to Philly, Kansas City, Philadelphia. I'm going Kansas City. They've looked very impressive. I'm not. I think I'm gonna go Kansas City on this one. I'm going Kansas City on the upset on this one. I think Andy Reid gets it done. Being 3-0. Who would have thought? They ended up getting the first pick of this past year's draft with the worst record, and then they end up starting 2-0, possibly going 3-0. So I'm gonna go KC on this one. And going into Sunday's games, we got some good matchups. Green Bay at Cincinnati. It's too early to not pick against the Packers, but it's gonna be a good matchup. Green Bay does have Eddie Lacy out with an injury, but James Starks, I think, had a very good game. Well, I'm pretty sure he had a very good game last week. Yeah, Starks had 32 rushing yards, so I think Green Bay gets it done. St. Louis at Dallas. I'm gonna go with St. Louis on this one. St. Louis looked very impressive at the end of the last week's game. Tavon Austin, I'm starting you this week, dude. So you better not let me down. So I'm gonna go St. Louis on that one. San Diego at Tennessee. Both teams are looking very good at 1-1. Tennessee ended up losing in overtime to Houston. So I mean they had a chance of going 2-0. I'm gonna go with Tennessee on the road. I'm gonna go with Tennessee at home. Cleveland at Minnesota. Cleveland just got rid of Trent Richardson, the number 3 draft pick. They traded up to get him, guys. So I mean, it's kind of weird that they got rid of him. But with that being said, both teams are 0-2. Minnesota's lost 2 very tough divisional matchups. I'm gonna go Minnesota on this one. I think Minnesota should win the game. Tampa Bay at New England. New England has a lot of injuries. With Gronk might play. He's not. I think he's questionable. Not Hernandez. Amendola is out for sure. So I think New England still gets it done, but it's going to be close. Just like last week's game against the Jets. Tampa Bay starting 0-2, end up losing both games on the last drive. Got to be disappointing. If you're a Bucs fan. But I got New England winning this one, and New England's going to be 3-0. Very mediocre 3-0, but 3-0, to say the least. Not Detroit. Arizona at New Orleans. I can never pick against New Orleans at home. Can't do it. New Orleans should win this game. It's gonna be good. That's gonna be a good one though. Detroit at Washington. I say RG3 gets his first win this season. I think Washington wins this one. Detroit ends up falling to Arizona last week. Calvin Johnson looked good, but I'm gonna go Washington at home on this one. New York Giants at Carolina. Both teams 0-2. New York Giants are looking very disappointing right now, beating the Super Bowl champs from 2 years ago. I'm going to go with the G-Men on this one just because I think the G-Men will get it done at home. Houston at Baltimore. Both teams 1-1. No, Houston's 2-0. They ended up winning in overtime last week against Tennessee. And surprisingly, I say the Super Bowl champs start 1-2. I got Houston winning this one. I still think Baltimore is going to win the division, but I'm going with Houston. Atlanta at Miami. That's going to be a good ball game. Atlanta's 2-0. Atlanta's 1-1. Miami's 2-0. This late in the season, I would possibly pick Miami, but it's week 3 in the season. I think Matt Ryan gets it done. Gets it done in a very hard-fought game. I got Atlanta. Buffalo at the Jets. Buffalo ends up beating Carolina last week. I think, you know what? I'm going to go Jets in the upset here. I mean, it's not really that big of an upset because both teams aren't that very good, but I'm gonna go with the Jets on the upset. Indy at San Francisco. Andrew Luck's gonna be coming to San Fran facing his former head coach. I got San Fran. I think they're gonna bounce back. A little bit biased, yes, but I think they're gonna bounce back. Jacksonville at Seattle. It's gonna be ugly. Seattle's gonna win that one. Chicago at Pittsburgh. I picked Pittsburgh 2 weeks in a row. I'm not going to pick them for a third week. I'm going to go Chicago at home on the road. It's going to be a nasty game. Why they pick that game as a Sunday night football game, I have no idea. Looking ahead at the schedule, the Sunday night game next week is going to be a good one though. In week 4, New England at Atlanta. So can't wait to pick that one. Monday night football though. We got Oakland at Denver. I've been telling people around school and stuff like that. I think Oakland's gonna have a 4-12, 5-11 record, but most of their losses are gonna be like by 7 points or less. This game I don't think is gonna be one of them. I think Denver's probably gonna win by at least 14, maybe more. I got Peyton Manning winning this one. They do have their left tackle out, so I think the Oakland defense might get. I think Oakland defense might sack Peyton at least. I'm going to say at least twice. So, just running down my teams real quick. Kansas City, Green Bay, St. Louis, Tennessee, Minnesota, New England, New Orleans, Washington, New York Giants, Houston Texans, Atlanta Falcons, New York Jets, San Francisco 49ers, Seattle Seahawks, Chicago Bears, and Denver Broncos. So yeah, on the season right now, I'm 18-14, so I'm 4 games over 500. So hopefully I can get a little bit ahead over 500 this week. And I'll see you guys next week. So hopefully I do well.